guys, it's Erin, and I wanted to say hello to everyone and to say hello and thank some of my new subscribers because I know that there have been a few new ones, and that's really exciting. And I know that I haven't made a video this week, and I had been planning on doing that. However, I am house slash dog sitting for my friend's parents who went on a trip, and they live about 25-30 minutes from where I live, so and have a really nice house, so I have been staying here, which is where I am now, because I'm staying over to watch the dogs. And I am right now, it is Thursday night, and I will be here till Saturday morning. And I know that I've gotten a lot of good feedback from people about my videos where I go through cookbooks or flip through them, and I thought that while I was here I would go through some cookbooks that they had here because they would be different than the ones that I have, and I've already gone through all of mine for my videos, but apparently cookbooks are out of style because they don't have any. So that plan was ruined. So I'm trying to think of something that I can do while I'm here. And the other thing is that originally I thought, well, I'll be alone in this big house and I'll be able to relax and make a video, maybe even make more than one. And then I remembered that I'm watching two big dogs and they bark at everything. So I don't know, it's like hit or miss because I could set up a whole thing for a video and get 20 minutes into it and they could just go off like crazy. And unfortunately I'm not really that good at editing yet. I'm working on it. But yeah, they bark at, like, if a leaf blows, and they're loud because they're big. So that was kind of a fail, although I am still here for one more day, so it's possible that I could come up with something, or maybe be inspired by something in the house that I could use. They do have a lot more like decor and stuff here. I do where I live. It seems like they may have had like a designer or something come in because everything is really coordinated, and they have lots of like matching pieces and art and things like that. So I don't know. I really thought that there would be more stuff to work with to make a video, and obviously I'm not going to go through their things because that's trespassing. So whatever just happens to be out, if I see something I'll use it. But at my house I have things kind of set up for some role plays and things that I wanted to do, and hopefully I can get those done and learn how to edit a little bit better. And I'm really excited because, well, I'm not excited that my hair keeps falling apart, but I am excited because I have an appointment tomorrow to go look at a house, and because I'm thinking about buying a house or like a condo or something like that. I right now I live with my family, my my mom and my dad, because I had a roommate and her boyfriend was coming home from the army, so she didn't want to renew the lease because they were going to move in together. So I came home to like regroup and figure out what I wanted to do, and then you know, things kind of ended up happening the way that they were supposed to, which I think is how things always turn out, because I unfortunately got really sick in October, and I would have had to come home anyway, so my parents could take care of me, and if I had like any complications or problems with my medication and things like that. So it actually ended up being a good thing that she didn't want to renew the lease, because I probably would have been paying for the apartment even though I was living at home. So I am feeling much better now, thank God, and not 100%, but much better than I was, and I am really starting to get really a lot of momentum with my business, and I actually got another new client this morning, and it's actually a really big one. It's like a big restaurant and steakhouse near me, and I know that this is awful, but I'm really excited because I stole them away from like a bigger corporate company that I don't like, because they're a competitor. Because my company is owned by my brother and I, but he ended up getting like a dream job, and I told him, don't worry about it, go take the job, and it's in a different state, but it's way closer to his girlfriend, and so it worked out great. So the business is pretty much just mine now. But it's just me, and I have a home office, and most of the business that I get is through joining like networking groups and word of mouth and like the referrals and stuff like that. I don't have a budget for like TV commercials or radio ads or like big advertisements. I do have some advertising material, but it's mostly like brochures and things like that, and nice business cards. So, for those of you who don't know from earlier videos, it is a social media company that I own. So we, or I should say I, because I'm the only one right now, but I manage the social media pages like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, those kind of things for local businesses, for people who either don't know how to use them or they're too busy running the business to be able to like check them and monitor them. So they pay me a monthly fee to do it for them. And so yes, I get paid to be on Facebook. So, but there's a lot more to it than that. A lot more like bookkeeping and planning and designing contests and helping people advertise and preparing contracts, and obviously if I don't get more followers or produce the results that they're looking for, then they won't want to continue with me. So there's a lot that goes into that, but there is a local radio station, I believe, or like media conglomerate that owns multiple radio stations, and they offer social media as like one of the branches. If you already advertise with them, they kind of like throw it into the deal. So they're a lot more well known than I am as of right now. So this lady from my networking group that manages this restaurant said that they were using these people, but they weren't really happy with them, and that they actually were, the person who was in charge of her account was actually multiple states away. So she was under the impression that it was going to be somebody local, and then it wasn't. So yeah, they decided to switch to me, and like I said, I mean, I don't want to be mean, but I was just like, in your face, you know, like, so people really do like working with local people, and I have a pretty well laid out portfolio and a good client list, and a couple of like bigger names that kind of impress people, and so yeah, it's like things are finally feeling back to normal. I don't want to say that too loud, but anyway, so I really like living with my parents, which I know seems lame because I'm 28, but they have a nice house and there's plenty of space, and they we get along really well. My dad travels a lot for business, so my mom is just home. So if I wasn't there, she'd pretty much be hanging out by herself. So I like we hang out, we go out to dinner and go shopping or whatever it may be. And in situations like this, where I'm not home and I'm not going to be home for multiple days, they look after my cat, and so I wouldn't be able to do things like this or go away if I wanted to go on a vacation or something, unless I had them. So I really have enjoyed living there, but I was there the last like 6 or so months were like more out of necessity to make sure that I was taken care of, as opposed to like needing to be there. So now that I'm getting more contracts and more momentum with the business, I am looking to go out there into the world, and I'm sick of paying rent, and my dad's all like budget businessman, and he doesn't want me to pay rent anymore, because it just is like throwing away money if you can afford something better. So yeah, I'm going to, I happen to be, the area that I'm house sitting right now is more the area that I prefer to live in. It's kind of close to where my apartment was when I had that roommate, and it's a lot closer to like the mall, the movie theater, lots of restaurants, the gym that I go to, Target, which I always go in there for like shampoo and walk out with like $50 worth of things. So it's just closer to kind of like, not that where my parents live is in the middle of nowhere, but it's like maybe a 10-15 minute drive to get to the big shopping area. So since I'm out here and I saw a listing that I really liked, I made an appointment and I'm gonna go scope it out tomorrow, and depending on what I think, I will see if my dad wants to, or if I think that my dad should come back and see it. 'Cause my like reference point for house quality is like HGTV and like House Hunters and stuff like that. So I definitely want someone with more experience to look at things and tell me, you know, oh my gosh, how could you miss the fact that that wall is caving in or something like that. And I apologize for the fact that this video is almost 20 minutes of me just talking, but I have been alone in this house for like a week almost, and I just wanted to say hi and let you guys know why I hadn't made a video, and hopefully I can come up with something maybe tomorrow while I'm still here. But if not, I will be home Saturday, and then I can get back to the things that I had already been planning out for the role plays at my house, and any other like types of videos and stuff that I have made a list of all of the requests that I've gotten. So I have like a zipper video request, spa request, a like bath water sounds request, and I'm trying to think of what else. I have like a list written down so I won't forget any of them. So I will get working on that as soon as I can, and hopefully you enjoyed me rambling. If you made it this far, you probably did. Feel free to comment about any house hunting tips, especially because my first showing tomorrow I will be alone. If I do like something, if I do like it, I will, like I said, bring my family to see it. But like if there's anything that, like when you looked at a house that you wish you would have noticed, or maybe isn't so obvious, any like red flags or anything that I should look out for, or like common misconceptions or something like that. And yeah, I will take that into consideration when I go on my tour tomorrow. And if you want me to let you know how it went, let me know. I don't want to ramble all the time and bore anyone. But I do like to catch up with you guys sometimes, here and there. So if you want to know how my house hunt goes, let me know and I will make an update. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will talk to everybody soon and hopefully get working on those requests.